and give it back? That's disrespectful. I told her, why don't you just keep it and pay me? I don't want the publishing, I want the money. Come on, y'all think he doing a good thing because he give back some publishing? Come on, man. It's not worth anything. And then he don't have the Ciroc or the DeLeon, and then he gonna give $1 million to Jackson State like he doing some humanitarian type thing. He just trying to do whatever he can to keep his name relevant so he can go for a new deal, because he don't really have nothing that's making him no money right now. He's not even a billionaire no more. So let's talk. Let's talk. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to talk about it? Or y'all just want to read about it and let it seem like everybody like, oh, Puffy gives all his artists back their money. I mean, they publishing. So what? The shit ain't even worth like $400 a year, $300 a year. It's not worth nothing. You can't do nothing. Most of these songs that all of the artists have, ain't nobody gonna come back and license them for movies later on, or Shine, Bad Boy for Life, what kind of nigga slang banging the street. Nah, that's not like Bon Jovi. That's not like the Police. You know what I mean? We talking about songs that publishing that got long legs. It ain't really no long leg publishing coming out there except for the one he got with every step you take and all of that kind of stuff. Ain't nothing else valuable over the G-Dep. I mean, give him his publishing back. But what's the value in it? If ain't nobody picking up these songs and listening to them right now, like on the radio, if they not picking them up and listening to them right now, then it ain't nothing being generated on them. Like they just did 50 years of hip hop. So they went back and brought back Melly Mel. They brought back a whole bunch. They brought back Craig G. They brought back a whole bunch of old school artists, which in return gives them some publishing legs. Just when people say, who is that? And then want to go Google them and then maybe see what the songs that they used to do long time ago of it and then give it back. That's disrespectful. I told her, why don't you just keep it and pay me? I don't want the publishing, I want the money.
Okay, you guys, come on in, like this video, share this video. Most importantly, listen to this video from beginning to end. Drop some comments in the comment section and let's engage. You guys, as you can see with this video, it's going to be about, yes, Diddy, aka Brother Love, P. Diddy, whatever name he's going by these days, going broke? That is the question that is being asked at this time. As you heard from the beginning of this clip, I think that was Mark Curry. Yeah, Mark Curry. He was a former Bad Boy artist. I'm going to go ahead and run a poll. Do you agree with Mark Curry? I don't know. I'm believing a little bit of what he's saying, his perspective, his point of view. But let me go ahead and just jump right into this topic. I was sitting around, you guys, okay, just sitting back and watching things unfold about this topic. I'm like, why is Diddy trending? And let's just be clear, Mark Curry did point out some interesting facts. That's what it seems. And also I do believe Diddy is in some type of major lawsuit with some type of liquor company. So, but Mark Curry did point out about what is he doing? What is he doing artistry-wise, in terms of label-wise, in terms of contractual-wise. Hopefully his money is invested somewhere into some type of stock, maybe crypto. I don't know. Maybe crypto, but crypto is, the whole entire stock market is pretty much down. But maybe he has some strong investments. But I don't know, because Diddy hasn't really been doing anything in terms of an entrepreneurial perspective. I haven't seen anything, as opposed to, and when I compare him to like the Jay-Z's or the Nas, because they came up in the industry together, kind of started from the bottom and now they're here. Or, you can compare him to Dr. Dre and all of that. So I don't know. Wow, this is interesting. And like I said, Mark Curry made some interesting points. So yeah, I was just sitting back watching things unfold because I'm like, something in the milk is not clean for me. The video, like I said in the beginning, I won't just sit up here and pretend I'm fully aware of how the music industry operates and, record label contractual wise. I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like I know all of that. But some people, well, most, if not all, in terms of like the newer generation, those under me, in terms of age wise, are not aware of the antics that went on back in the day during my era, during the Diddy era, during the Mark Curry era, during the Tupac, the Jay-Z, the Ice Cube, the NWA era, you guys, we didn't have social media, we didn't have streaming, we didn't have all these platforms and opportunities to make mega money. We didn't have all of that, so we're living in a different era. I say that because I did come across some comments under that Mark Curry post, video, which I grabbed from X, my page, but fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. I noticed some comments basically pointing to like, oh, he should have
pushed it himself. He should have
pushed it himself. He should have,
ABCD.
I come from an era where information was not readily available. Like it is now. So that's a big as opposed to now, the new generation out here, so much information out here, much in terms of connection from any state, any country, just like that. Any country, just like that. We didn't have that, or the edge, so to speak. So Mark Curry, understanding or knowing how to spend more, marketing himself outside, and that's even if contractual-wise he had the ability to do that. Word on the street. And I don't know this to be fact. Pretty much, Diddy, had a lock. This was a lock and loaded contract. Like, a lock and loaded contract. Like, you just stuck. Couldn't do anything. You just stuck. It's shell. So how can you say that? And I'm speaking to the comments. How can you say that Mark Curry should have known better, or in retrospect, Diddy gave them back their publishing. Now they can market. These people are like in their 50s. Come on now. Ain't nobody got time for that. They are at retirement age. If anything, they would probably have to lean on a younger generation or someone else or agency to help them navigate this in terms of promotion wise. But I'm somewhat agreeing with Mark Curry, you guys, and that's what it is. That's what it is. Like I said, I come from a different era, and we didn't have so much information, and then also to connection wise and politicking and opportunities. It's like, from a educational perspective, a lot of people were stuck if they didn't understand, or if they didn't know, and some people were probably too prideful to say, hey, I don't know this, but I want to learn this. So I'm extending compassion and grace to Mark Curry, and at the same time, I'm also saying, like, he's right. He's right. I mean, the catalog is worth crap. So what does Diddy expect him to do with that? But pointing to what Mark Curry said, basically, like, Diddy is not making the money that he used to be making. Like I just stated before, where are all the big deals at? He's not on the level, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. I don't know this to be fact. He's not on the level of the Jay-Z's, the Beyonce's, the Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre has the beast. You have Jay-Z with the NFL contracts and stuff, and then investing allegedly in prison, a lot of prison type of activities, making money off of black and brown people in real estate. Then you have Beyonce, the big tours, she's making her money for that, millions and millions. And then you have Eminem, he has a plethora of catalogs, and then he has the movie, so he's constantly making residuals, good residuals, in my opinion, I believe, off of that. Then you have the Ice Cube, who has the big three, and then he has a lot going on in terms of entertainment-wise outside of the music industry. He has film and all of that. Then you, like I said, Dre the Beats, and who else? Nas. You have Nas investing in tech, which put him over the benchmark. He made most of his money outside of the music industry because of tech. Then you have who? Kanye West. He made most of his money outside of the music industry, and most of his money was made off of his Yeezy brand, and the clothing, and the fashion and all of that stuff. So what is Diddy doing? What is he doing? Is he going broke? I mean, that is a question to be asked. Is he going broke? And also, like I said, I do believe this lawsuit, and let me go ahead and share a screen with you guys, because I do believe this lawsuit is going on. And let me go ahead and point to that, and then I'll come back with more of my commentary, reaction, or opinion. And this is Forbes.com. I'm going to go ahead and go over some excerpts from this article. Diddy liquor dispute. Diego dropping rapper who sued for racial discrimination, unfair promotion of brands. Basically, in my opinion, I do believe Diddy got hooked with no Vaseline. So he's trying to come for some money, but okay. The parent company of Sean Combs, Ciroc Vodka and De Leon Tequila, said Tuesday it would no longer work with the rapper after he sued them for allegedly neglecting the liquors and reportedly labeling them as black brands that should be targeted to urban consumers. Diego PLC, a British liquor company that owns more than 200 brands worldwide, on Tuesday asked the New York Supreme Court to dismiss a lawsuit Combs filed earlier this year, claiming Diego has proven unwillingly to treat its black partners equally. The company accused Combs of bad faith actions that threatened to publicly defame Diego if we did not meet his unreasonable financial demands in a statement Tuesday. Okay, let me just interject right there. So right here. So I believe, in my opinion, and research this for yourselves, come up with your own thought process. But I think Diddy probably was asking for more money and then they didn't comply. So he's like, okay, well, I think you guys are being possibly, discriminating against me because I'm black and not giving me the opportunity that you're giving your other partners who probably are non-black or non-melanated. So that's where this comes into play. So this liquor company brand is like, oh, how dare you try to tarnish our name, our brand with these discriminatory practices, because if you put something out there like this in this magnitude, it's bound to either go viral, pick up some traction, and before you know, it's a cancellation movement going on. So okay. So the article further cites that, furthering in a statement Tuesday, further claiming that despite having made nearly $1 billion over the course of over 15-year relationship, Mr. Combs contributed a total of $1,000 and refused to honor his commitments. What? Combs has accused the company of providing unequal treatment to the Ciroc and De Leon brands because he's black, and like I just stated, and I didn't even read this in its entirety. This is my first time reading this, you guys, and claims it starved them of marketing, production, and distribution resources when compared to other brands like Don Julio and Casamigos Tequila, formerly owned by George Clooney, according to Variety, which first reported the separation. Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. You can come on over to Forbes.com and read this entirety, but I heard enough. So basically, it sounds like what they're pulling on Diddy, he possibly pulled on his other artists. Oh, that energy of karma coming back around. That energy of karma coming back around, you guys. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if it's karma or not, but the irony of this, if you get my point. So, but yeah, what are your thoughts? Do you agree with Mark Curry? Like I said, for me, I do agree with Mark Curry, because the value and opportunities today may not compensate for old school music, streaming, and now touring, in my opinion, you guys, is where the money is at. But a lot of these old school artists may struggle with long tours due to possible health issues or just their age. I grew up with them. So even for me, you guys, I don't go out during the week to like major events, whether it be parties or outings or plays or whatever the case may be. I'm not doing all that. Not during the week. I can't. I have a lot going on and I can't. My week is for my work week and taking care of business or whatever the case may be. And then catch me on the weekend possibly. And then I can't really do 2 weekends in a row of outings, or whether it be weddings or maybe events, major events, small events, or just hanging out, bars. I can't do too many of those back to back on weekends. I need a couple weekends for myself, and I'm in my lather years. So I can only imagine Mark Curry, and especially even the New Editions. Look at them. From what I understand, they struggled on tour a few times. Bobby Brown did, so, and shout out to Bobby Brown. I love New Edition. But hopefully you guys see my point. So, but yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Do you agree with Mark Curry? Yes, I do somewhat. And I get the fact that you could try to capitalize off of that, market it. But these people, they're like over 50 years old. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm barely doing content because I have a lot going on. I'm just saying, but you see my point. I'm not young, vibrant, and fresh. Let's just keep it real. Let's be honest. Let's call it what it is. Ageism does catch up with some folks. And some people just rather not deal with so many additional responsibilities and are cool and calm and are comfortable and okay with where they're at in life. So I don't see Mark Curry trying to market this and market that and have meetings about this and that. It's too much. Excuse my French. It's too much for me, you guys. With YouTube, sometimes I'm like, wait a minute. I'm a one-stop shop. But I'm managing and I enjoy doing it. So, hey. But yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in and supporting the mix. If you feel interested in donating to my channel, go ahead and cash up your girl or zelle your girl. That information is in the description section of this channel. But I'm calling cap on Diddy being this nice guy all of a sudden, and hey, let me give everybody back their publishing. He may be going broke because this lawsuit may come back to haunt him. Look what happened to T.I. and Tiny in their lawsuit situation when they actually sued, and then now that toy company, I think, is countersuing for a substantial amount of money, and I think lawyer fees and some other stuff. So this could come back to haunt Diddy. So he's probably not in the best space, possibly financially. You just never know. Don't believe the smoke and mirrors, you guys. Just because. Like I said, I put him in a category of the Nas, the Jay-Z's, the Beyonce's, the Dr. Dre's, the Eminem, even 50 Cent, Ice Cube, Nas, put him in a category of these folks. So if he's not like consistently at their level and have some type of mega huge investment behind the scenes, he's possibly going broke. You just never know. Possibly. And this is allegedly. So, talk to you guys soon. Bye.